What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Lightwork for short. And today we're going to be talking about the new X Factor and new superstar abilities in Madden 21. Now, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe. Also hit that bell icon so you know when my videos do drop. Alright, right now I'm just showing y'all some of the ratings for the power moves, the finesse moves, the strength, stuff like that. But we're going to jump in to these X Factor abilities. Some I like, some I dislike, but that's Madden. Let's jump in. Okay, so I'm going to show respect to the cover athlete, Lamar Jackson, just to show his ability. I really don't understand his ability at all, but it is what it is. So big shout outs to him for being the cover athlete and having this X Factor, but let's move forward. Okay guys, so let's talk about the new superstar abilities. Set feet lead. Passers with this ability have increased throw power on bullet precision passes made while their feet are set. Okay, that just makes sense. And conductor, all right, with passers with this ability can make all hour route and blocking adjustments twice as fast, and that's Tom Brady as well. So I think they mean hot route adjustments, and that's good. I like the fact that they sped up somebody. I don't feel like everybody should be going at the same speed when they talking about their adjustments and different things like that. Tom Brady does make a lot of adjustments at the line, so it is what it is. Okay, so let's talk Pat Mahomes' new superstar abilities. No look deadeye. Passers with this ability have perfect accuracy on all cross-body throws up to 20 yards. Okay, that's only 20 yards. Comeback. Passers with this ability have extended range on all unpressured precision passing from the pocket. That means he has pass lead elite, basically. Those are Mahomes. That what makes Mahomes different. So let's just move on because ain't really much to explain. The next two superstar abilities we're going to talk about is Gutsy Scrambler and Anchor Extender. Okay, Gutsy Scrambler. Passers with this ability are immune to throw penalties caused by defensive pressure while on the run. Anchor Extender. While in the pocket, passers with this ability almost guaranteed to break the first sack attempt by blitzing defensive back. Now that's key, okay? That's key. That did not say defensive lineman or linebacker. That means defensive back, okay? That means he's going to stand tall, and usually he's going to break that tackle, which makes sense because, defensive back do not have a high tackling. It's very rare that one of the cornerbacks or a safety have high tackling. But I think that's pretty cool. Nice little switch up as an ability. Next up is Pass Lead Elite and Sideline Deadeye. Okay, passers with this ability have increased throw power on bullet precision passes. That sounds just like Set Feet Lead. Sideline Deadeye, basically when you get outside the numbers, you can make a perfect pass. Okay, now I don't know how they came up with this ability, the Sideline Deadeye. I don't know what film they broke down, but I think if you're going to give somebody sideline deadeye or that ability, that should have went to like Pat Mahomes or Russell Wilson due to the fact that they scramble outside the pocket. Okay, but it is what it is. Sideline deadeye went to Carson Wentz, and it is what it is. Let's move on. Okay, next up is Drew Brees. My boy Goldie gonna hate me for this, but I think these two abilities are pretty stupid. Indoor baller. When playing indoor stadium, player with this ability can easily enter the zone. Safety valve. Basically makes all his running backs catch the ball better, have better catcher rating. I think they're all stupid. No, I'm just playing Goldie. But those, indoor, I feel like it's kind of a whack ability, but safety valve is really good because I feel like some quarterbacks make their players better around them, like a Tom Brady, like a Drew Brees. So I actually like that ability. On to the next. Okay, so the next ability is Agile Extender and Clutch. Okay, I'm not going to read Agile Extender because it's the same exact thing as Anchor Extender. Okay, so let's read Clutch. All right, midway through the fourth quarter in close games, player with this ability can easily enter and remain in the zone. I think that's pretty dope because when you're hot, and you can remain hot throughout the rest of the game, man, especially in the fourth quarter when it's clutch. And the last ability I want to talk about is tight out. Basically, this is for Lamar Jackson. He improves the catching prowess of all tight ends who are open on pass plays. I don't get why they gave him this ability. I know he throws it to his tight ends a lot, but That ability does not make sense because they're open. Like, why would, you know what? Let's just move on to running backs.
Hey, you still there? Let's talk about running backs.
Okay, guys, so the only new X factor for running backs is ankle breaker. Truly devastating receiving threats are the ones that catch and can't be caught. When they enter the zone, they have increased fake out rates on spin, jukes, hurdles after the catch. Okay, Christian McCaffrey is the only one with this ability, guys. Okay, now I don't know how that's gonna transfer over to Mutt, but he's the only one in regs with this ability. Now I think they gave him an ability or this new X factor due to the fact that he is a 99 overall. I think a lot of running backs can do this, like Saquon and Dalvin Cook, but Christian's who they gave it to, so let's move on. Next two abilities that I want to talk about: second wind and evasive. Okay. So second wind. Players with this ability have a chance to replenish their stamina once per play when it's half depleted. Evasive. Ball carriers with this ability have steerable juke and spin animations. Okay. Now the first one will go to Josh Jacobs. The second one goes to Saquon Barkley and Christian McCaffrey. Now, the evasive one I think is pretty cool because it gives you kind of like that feel like human joystick. Once you make your juke, boom, you can make another move, but you can control it with the left stick as well. The second wind, the reason why I'm kind of iffy on that is because they have another ability that's the same exact thing. Well, just wait. But, second wind, you get another wind per play, okay? Once per play. So, Josh Jacobs, you better ball out, son. Okay, so the next two is Playmaker and Reach Forward. Okay, Playmaker. Receivers with this ability are granted immediate and precise reactions to Playmaker input. Christian McCaffrey obviously got this. Reach Forward. Ball carriers with this ability frequently attempt to gain extra yards while being tackled. Nick Chubb, Ezekiel Elliott. Now, I feel that Derrick Henry should have this as well. I know it was some news saying that Derrick Henry had this ability, but obviously he don't. I think he needs this ability, point blank, period, because he always fell forward, really didn't have any negative yardage, negative runs. So I'm pretty surprised that they didn't give him that ability, but it is what it is. As usual, EA will, add that in later on, probably to Derrick Henry. So, Derrick Henry will be overpowered, just to be honest. Next two up, Balance Beam, Energizer. Okay, Balance Beam, avoid stumbling when carrying the ball. Joe Mixon, Nick Chubb, and Dalvin Cook has this. Now, I don't know how this is going to play out in the game, but that may be a glitch. Okay, Energizer. Ball carriers with this ability replenish a portion of their stamina upon successful performing any skill move. Ezekiel Elliott and Dalvin Cook. Now, here's the problem with Energizer, okay? In the second wind, you're giving them a replenish of stamina when it's halfway depleted. Then you're giving another ability where if they make a skillful move, they get their energy back now, or their stamina back, which I don't really understand that. Like, second wind should be really Energizer as well. But, it's the way EA works, okay? For myself, I would just put it as second wind. And for my smaller backs, they would, when they perform this juke move or whatever, they'll get that extra boost. Or when my big powerful backs like Derrick Henry, Ezekiel Elliott, do an arm bar or whatever, they get the stamina. But, it is EA, so we got to take the bitter with the sweet. But let's move forward.
Bro, there's more abilities? Yeah, there's a lot more.
They finally did my boy Derrick Henry right. Closer. Players with this ability have reduced zone objectives in the second half. That means that it takes less for him to get into the zone, okay? And that's a major win because if you have the lead, you will want to run the ball. Nasty streak. Blockers with this ability will frequently attempt and win impact blocks against linebackers and defensive backs while playing as a lineman or fullback. Juicy Juice, okay? I call him Juicy Juice. I always struggle with his name, but that's a major win, okay? That's like a Lorenzo Neal, these fullbacks that always get a nasty streak, that was always great at blocking. My boy Rosie Nix, that was blocking for Le'Veon Bell at Pittsburgh, he definitely deserved this ability. Whatever team he's playing for now, I forgot which team he's playing for, but that's a major win, man, and I cannot wait to run with the 49ers, yo. That's going to be crazy. That's going to be exciting, man. That's going to be crazy. Last but not least, Tank. Ball carriers with this ability will break almost any hit stick tackle attempts made on them. So guess what? If you think you about to be a hit stick whore like Form, Black Rain, myself, Lou, all of us, you better stop when you run against Fournette and Derrick Henry. I'm just saying. I'm just going to put it out there so y'all know.
All right, so that's all the abilities, right? That's all the X factors. No. Let's talk about them wide receivers.
The only new X factor for receivers is max security. A sure-handed receiver is a quarterback's best friend. When they enter the zone, this ability increases their success rate and decreases knockout chance on possession catches. Keenan Allen, Amari Cooper, Michael Thomas. Now, I feel like Julio, D-Hop, I feel like they should have this ability as well, or this X factor, but, double me, rack them up, yak, those different X factor abilities they do have. So I understand why they created this, because there's a lot of sure hand receivers out there that can catch the ball and secure it. So I definitely understand why they picked the people they picked. So let's move on to abilities. Next ability up, Return Man. Ball carriers with this ability can quickly shift momentum, change direction, and turn the corner without sacrificing speed on kickoff, on kick and punt returns. Cordell Patterson, Andre Roberts. Now, if I remember correctly, I know Cordell is a return man specialist, so I know he deserves it. I don't know who Andre Roberts is. I never heard of him, but they have it. That means when they get that ball in their hands and it's kickoff, you better have some user tackling. You better let the AI tackling. You better do something. You better figure it out, because they may break it and take it home to the casa, as my boy Dre Slade will say. Now, I don't want to keep rereading stuff, so these two abilities are just like the running backs. I just want to show y'all who has what. Gronk has Tank and Second Wind. No, Gronk has Tank. Chris Godwin has Second Wind. Just so you know.
All right, man. So we done now, right? We done. We ain't got no more abilities, right? Man, just go to the offensive lineman.
Now, I don't know how many of y'all care about the O-line superstar abilities, but here they go. Post up. Blockers with this ability are almost guaranteed to win any double team block that they are engaged in. Screen protector. This ability will dominantly win impact blocks on screen plays, okay? They're pretty self-explanatory. Now, I'm just going to show you all of them so you can understand like what team to use, who has the better blocking, different things like that. Because I still think the Eagles and the Cowboys have the best O-lines in the game, okay? But I'm going to put them on the screen probably around now so you can read them and everything like that. Because a lot of guys I do not know, so I can't sit here and say that this guy is the greatest or this guy is the best or this ability is great or whatever. So I'm just going to start posting the abilities on the screen now. Okay, so we know all these abilities are in a game for a reason. We've been sold on the new pass rushing moves and abilities and different things like that. So these abilities will counter what the defense is doing, okay? Which is pretty dope. I think that makes it a more balanced game and everything like that. So make sure you read these, okay? Make sure you read them, because depending on your run scheme or your passing scheme or the way you play the game, you're going to want to check out their abilities before you start developing a scheme, okay? I don't think everybody's scheme is going to work with every team, but you never know, okay? So make sure you read these, or you just check them out briefly. I'll make sure I put timestamps in them and everything like that in my description so you can make sure you get to the right one. But those are the abilities for the offensive line. Last but not least, oh, I'm just playing. There's a lot more.
All right, guys. So that's the end of the video. That's all offense, okay? That's all offense, all right? Defense has crazy amount of abilities. Then I got the specialists to do, and then I got to do the abilities that no one has yet. So I didn't want to make this video too long because it gets to a point where your head just hurts making these videos. But I am going to put timestamps all over the video or in the description so you know where to click, where to go, different things like that, all right? But it's your boy Lightwork, man. I am out, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all so much, man. I love y'all so much. We're on our way to a K, you know what I'm saying? 1,000 subscribers, man. It's been a long road, but we're going to keep grinding, baby. We're going to get it, man. But when you do the work, you see the light. We gone.